Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to a new Doctor Who video for today. So this video I'm going to be talking about my favourite seasons from each decade out of Doctor Who. So I'm going to be talking about seasons from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 2000s, 2010s really. So this is my list of my favourite seasons out of these decades. So jumping into the first decade, which is the 60s. Now the very first season I really enjoy is of course season 2, because season 2 we see a lot of stuff starting to happen in Doctor Who. We see 3 companions' departures. We have Susan's in the Dalek invasion of Earth. Then we have Ian and Barbara's departure in The Chase, which are 2 Dalek stories. And it seems after a while the Daleks keep coming back. So really in this season we have 2 Dalek stories and then just a few other little stories as well, like the Planet of the Giants, the Rescuing the Romans, the Web Planet, the Crusaders, the Space Museum, the Chase, and the Time Limit. And we got a new companion joining us during this season as well, aka Vicky. So, and of course we're talking about some of the villains and stuff. We are introduced to the very first Time Lord, known as the Meddling Monk. So season 2 for me, it will always be my favourite Hartnell season. It's just a great season of Doctor Who stuff, season 2. I can't wait for it to finally animate the Crusaders and released on Blu-ray, and then have it in Doctor Who The Collection range right here. So that's one. So also for the 60s, I want to say my second favourite season is of course season 6, which is Patrick Troughton's finale season as the second Doctor. Now the reason I've picked season 6 over seasons 4 and 5, because this season is the one that is nearly complete. It's the one that's literally just nearly complete. We have every single story apart from one that does not exist. It's missing, so I'm waiting for that to be animated, which is the Space Pirates. So I am kind of hoping we do get that animated and then season 6 is complete. So that's my 2 favourite 60 seasons. Now, my favourite seasons from the 70s. Now, unfortunately, I do like the 70s. It is my favourite decade of Doctor Who. So for me to sit here and say my favourite seasons, probably hard, to be honest with you. That's why I've written them all down. So I'm going to say this. So I've actually said there are like 5 seasons that I really enjoy from the 70s. These are my top 5 ones. So the first place is of course season 7, which is Jon Pertwee's first season. Now Jon Pertwee begins Doctor Who with a bang. He is just epic. I absolutely love him. I really do enjoy his Doctor. I think he's absolutely magnificent. So sort of like part of like James Bond type, but he's absolutely awesome as the 3rd Doctor. I mean, I love Sparehead from Space, Doctor and the Silurians, and of course Inferno. The weak story of the season is of course the Ambassadors of Death, but that is pretty much a great season. Season 7 is. So my second favourite season for the 70s is of course season 10. Now season 10 contains 5 stories. It is literally one of the best seasons. We had the 3 Doctors, Connor for the Monsters, Frontier in Space, Planet of the Daleks, and of course the Green Death. Now that is my favourite Jon Pertwee season, to be honest with you. If I was going to say all the Jon Pertwee seasons, this would be top 1, because it's the anniversary season of Doctor Who, plus we have the 3 Doctors in it, which is the first ever multi-Doctor story, and it absolutely works, which is because of it being such a big success in season 10, which is why we get kind of like multiple Doctor stories round about now. So my third favourite season from the 70s is of course season 12. This is Tom Baker's first season as the incredible 4th Doctor. This season we have Robot, Ark in Space, Santonic Experiment, Genesis of the Daleks, and Revenge of the Cybermen. Just an absolutely great season with Tom Baker as the 4th Doctor, with Elizabeth Sladen as Sarah Jane Smith, and of course Ian Marter as Harry Sullivan. It's just a great way to see these trio have these wonderful adventures and stuff, defeating kind of like alien fly sort of things for the Wirren, the Santarans, even going to the very first beginning of the creation of the Daleks and Skyro Davros, and the return of the epic Cybermen after not being seen during the Jon Pertwee era. So that's just one good season. So the next season I want to say, my 4th favourite season, is of course season 13. Season 13, we have Terror of the Zygons, Planet of Evil, Pyramids of Mars, the Android Invasion, the Brain of Morris, and of course the Seeds of Doom. Now this is another one with Tom Baker with Elizabeth Sladen. Now these 2 are really great in this season. The stories is perfectly telling. I absolutely do love every single story this season apart from the Android Invasion. But the Android Invasion is good, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy that a little bit, but not as much as I do for the other stories. It's the kind of odd one out of this season, to be honest with you. It's literally just the odd one out. I just absolutely love season 13. So my 5th favourite season from the 70s is of course season 14. Now, season 14 is, of course, Tom Baker it's his first season as the Doctor. We have 2 stories with Elizabeth Sladen because she leaves them. We have a solo sort of episode for the 4th Doctor where he's on Gallifrey and he's got to stop the Master. And then, of course, we have Louise Jefferson introduced as Leela for in The Face of Evil, Robert's Death, and The Talents of Wing Chiang. This season is just another good season. I really enjoy these seasons. So, as you can tell, I love the Finch Hinchcliffe era. Now, Finch Hinchcliffe is the show producer from season 12 to 14, and all these seasons are in my top 5 of the 1970s. So 1980s now. My favourite seasons out of 1980 is, of course, season 19 in top spot, which has got Castrovalva, Fall to Doomsday, Kinder, The Visitation, Black Orchid, Earthshock, and Time Flight. I just really do enjoy every single one of these stories. I absolutely do like Peter Davison's first film. Castrovalva is a great story, and I love the way they literally try and tackle the post-regeneration. I love when Peter Davison is literally just walking around doing his, like, early Doctor incarnations, where he's, like, walking around doing his impression of William Hartnell, and then of course Patrick Troughton. I just absolutely love it. Now, my second favourite 1980 season is, of course, season 21. Season 21, we have Warriors of the Deep, The Awakening, Frontiers, Resurrection of the Daleks, Planet of Fire. The Caves of Androsani is just the top notch of the season, and then we go to the Twin Dilemma. Yeah, the Twin Dilemma is the one I really don't like, and I have tried and watched it 3 times. 3 times I've gone back and tried to rewatch it, and I still hate it. So the next time I probably watch it is in the Blu-ray set. That is the next time I'll probably go back and watch the Twin Dilemma. That's probably the next one. Then, of course, season 22 is my third favourite 1980 season, which is, of course, you have Attack of the Cybermen, Adventures on Varos, Mark E. Riley, The Two Doctors, Time Lash, and Revolution of the Daleks. I just really enjoy Colin Baker. I absolutely like him in this era. This season is pretty much of a dark season, and I don't get why they had to scrap the original episodes for season 23 and had to come up with Trial of a Time Lord, but this is still a great season for Colin Baker. I really enjoy it. 4th place, it is, of course, season 25. Now, season 25, we have Remembers the Daleks, The Happiness Patrol, Silver Nemesis, and The Greatest Show in the Galaxy. Pardon me. I have to say that. These are just a great season. I really enjoy season 25. And then, of course, season 26 in 5th place, because I just absolutely love season 26. We have Battlefield, Ghostlight, The Curse of Fenric, and Survival. If I was going to say about the one complaint is the music from Battlefield, because it makes the story not that kind of like great. It doesn't really suit the background that's going on with it. But it is a pretty much enjoyable story, and I absolutely love it. So coming into 2000s now. So my favourite 2 seasons out of 2005 era is, of course, Series 1, which is the first one with Christopher Eccleston. I think it is absolutely great and spot on, and absolutely, I really do enjoy it. And then the second one I have to say is, of course, Series 4. Now, Series 4 is my favourite David Tennant series. It's a lot better than Series 2 by miles off, and a lot better than Series 3, a little bit better than Series 3, because it has no relationship, lovey-dovey, crappy bollock stuff going on in it. So it's pretty much of an enjoyable season, and David Tennant gives a great performance. I just absolutely love Series 4. 2000s now, 2010s now. This one is the Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi. So my first pick has got to be Series 5, because Series 5 kickstarts the Matt Smith era with a great big massive bang, and I really enjoy it. Second one is, of course, Series 7. I absolutely do enjoy Series 7. No 2-part episodes. It's all like one single adventure, one after the other. And it leads into the 50th anniversary pretty well. And the return of the great intelligence in this series. So I have to say more about that. The return of a classic monster. And yes, okay, we have Daleks and Cybermen in this season. Series as well as the return of the great intelligence, and as well the return of the Ice Warriors, which is why Series 7 for me is the one that celebrates the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who really well. Plus, in the 50th anniversary, we have the return of the Saigons and a multi-Doctor story. It's just absolutely epic. I just absolutely enjoy it. Now, my third favourite 2010s kind of season has got to be Series 10. Series 10, I just really enjoy Series 10. I think it's a great season. Peter Capaldi is absolutely great as it. Now, for Peter Capaldi's Doctor, I see a lot of John Pertwee's Doctor in him. I just absolutely love the way Capaldi plays the 12th Doctor. Absolutely great and everything else. And then, of course, the final one I have to say is, of course, Series... Actually, because Series 12 was broadcast 2020, so... Yeah, okay, I have to say for the 2020, for the middle 2021s, I have to say series 13, Doctor Who Flux, the one we just had. It's a lot better than series 11. It's really better than series 11. Is it great as series 12? It's actually, if I was going to say Doctor Who Flux or series 13, and then up there, and series 12 there, and series like so, and then series 11, I have to say, is like there at the bottom. See, Doctor Who Flux, I just really enjoy. We have the return of the Santarans, we have the return of Daleks, Cybermen. It's just another great way, and we find out more about the Division, and Tech Talem's still alive until Swarm goes and kills her and everything else, and then it's just like, oh, okay, that's Doctor Who Flux spinning over. Plus, the return of the Weeping Angels. I loved the Weeping Angels episode, I just have to say. So this is my favourite seasons out of each decade of Doctor Who. Let me know what's your favourite seasons out of each decade. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.